Number 10. Empire of Death. Just under the City of Lights. By the 17th century, the cemeteries of Paris were overstuffed with graves to the point when corpses could not be contained inside. People living near the cemeteries complained about the foul smell of decomposing flesh. This public health problem led to a decision to transfer the bones from the cemeteries to an underground site, which were once the quarries. It took 12 years to move the bones of the corpses. 6 to 7 million corpses were moved in the centuries-old tunnels and were artfully arranged. Some of the oldest date back to the Merovingian era, more than 1,200 years ago. There are some of the popular characters from history who call the catacombs their resting place. A little more than a mile of catacombs are open for tourists to explore. Tunnels extend many more miles, but it is illegal to trespass. Number 9. Fly Giza, USA. Nevada is home to Endorheidt valleys, mountain ranges as high as 13,000 feet, and lush forests. This is the most mountainous state in the United States, which also has snow-capped mountains. In the most amazing part, this place also has to juxtapose arid plains and a mild desert. There is one more thing which makes Nevada one of the most incredible places in the world, and that is Fly Giza. Sometimes, man-made accidents provide unbelievable outcomes, and this is one such example. Result of human error and nature's miracle. On the private island in Nevada, there is one of the strangest places on Earth, which is a consequence of human blunder and nature's wonder, Fly Giza. Situated on the edge of the Black Rock Desert, Fly Giza is almost 100 years old. Back then, locals tried to find water for irrigation. A well was drilled in the desert and a geothermal boiling water point was hit, 200 degrees. They abandoned the place as the water was too hot to use. It resulted in a 10 to 12 foot calcium carbonate deposit. The first geyser was formed in 1916. Similarly, the other geyser was created accidentally in 1964 when a geothermal power company drilled another well, around 100 feet away from the first geyser. The well was either left uncapped or improperly capped. Boiling water shot from the well and calcium carbonate deposits began to form. Those deposits resulted in the 3 large mounds. Number 8. The Giant's Causeway, North Ireland. Northern Ireland is a part of Great Britain and has a rich legacy. Boasting about world-class restaurants, remarkable history and culture, and live music scenes, Northern Ireland has some breathtaking natural attractions. Besides them, the country also comprises an amazing and equally weird attraction, the Giant's Causeway. 60-million-year-old science story. The Giant's Causeway lies on the foot of the basalt cliff at the Antrim Plateau edge in Northern Ireland. It features almost 40,000 hexagonal stepping stones. This UNESCO World Heritage Site was formed almost 60 million years ago by a volcanic eruption. These massive basalt block columns stick out of the sea. Different periods of volcanic crushing, burning, and cooling created the lower, middle, and upper basalt. The middle basalt rock forms the famous amphitheaters of columns shaped like hexagons. As per the legends, the landscape is carved out by the mighty Irish giant Finn McCool, who fought with the Scottish big man Benandona. Finn built the path with stepping stones to reach Scotland, which was ripped by Benandona, and the result was the Giant's Causeway. Its beauty is mind-boggling, and it changes the light from sharp greens to greys to warm tobacco brown. The puzzling geology of this place makes it one of the most remarkable natural and weird sights in Europe. Number 7. Thor's Well, USA. Located on the Pacific Northwest region of the west coast of the United States, Oregon is dotted with beautiful beaches, glistening cascades, marble caves, and scenic coastal landscapes. It is also home to a strange yet intriguing sight, a sinking hole in the Pacific, and there are many theories to justify this natural occurrence. The mysterious hole on the Oregon coast. On the Oregon coast edge, a huge gaping sinkhole exists that never fills up even though it is situated in the middle of the sea. Also known as the drainpipe of the Pacific and the gate to the hell, Thor's Well is a bowl-shaped hole made of rough basalt shoreline. This hole appears to drain water from the ocean, and during the high tide, no one dares to get any closer to the well. The 20-feet-deep hole has been formed due to waves crashing across the same region for years, leading to erosion. What makes Thor's Well a weird place is the fact that during high tide, the waves roll underneath the hole and fill it from below. The water then comes up in violent sprays. However, after some time, the water starts moving inside. And the same process continues repeatedly. Number 6. The Bermuda Triangle, North Atlantic Ocean. Renowned as Devil's Triangle, Bermuda Triangle is a mythical section of the Atlantic Ocean bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. A part of one of the busiest shipping routes in the world, the Bermuda Triangle is among the weird and strange places in the world due to some unresolved mysteries. The region of unresolved mysteries. Innumerable ships, airplanes, and people have disappeared here without any explanation. Covering an area of 440,000 miles in the sea, the Bermuda Triangle has myriad fanciful theories and is reputed as a mysterious place. According to some theories, some unusual local magnetic anomalies existed in the area. This theory claims an extremely high pull of the Earth's natural magnet, which redirects the compass. The role of paranormal activities and the presence of aliens have also been strongly suggested by some. According to another explanation, some of the disappearances have focused on the presence of large fields of methane hydrates on the continental shelves. Some experts believe, if that gas were released into the water, ships can sink, and even planes can crash. And that too in seconds. Number 5. Pamukkale, Turkey. The Cotton Castles. Gleaming white calcite travertine overrunning with warm and mineral-rich water makes Pamukkale famous as well as weird. These surreal and limpid pools hang like cascades of a mighty waterfall. Pamukkale literally means cotton castle in Turkish. These dramatic travertine terraces are built over millennia from limestone, deposited by abundant hot springs. Tourists can even bathe in the picturesque warm water pools, around 36 degrees Celsius. Pamukkale is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The water supersaturated with calcium carbonate reaches the surface and carbon dioxide degasses from it. Calcium carbonate is deposited by the water as a soft gel, which eventually crystallizes into travertine. Number 4. Lake Natron, Tanzania. One of the most caustic lakes in the world. Lake Natron is a salt lake and extremely alkaline due to the presence of a high amount of chemical natron, a mix of calcium carbonate and baking soda, in water. The pH level of water is measured as high as 12 and the scorching temperature reaches up to 60 degrees Celsius. The lake is red in color due to the presence of halophiles, alkaline water microorganisms that produce red pigment. The lake is fed by small rivers and hot springs. Inhospitable to most of the species, the lake supports an ecosystem of salt marshes, flamingos, and wetland birds. Number 3. Giant Crystal Cave, Mexico. The Cave of Crystals. Situated 300 m beneath the Sierra de Naka Mountains, Crystal Cave has formed almost 26 million years ago. The cave is roughly 30 m long and 10 m wide and was filled with groundwater for tens of thousands of years. This water contains the mineral anhydrite. The magma beneath keeps the water hot. Eventually, the temperature of water dipped, which resulted in breaking down anhydrates and the water became rich in calcium and sulfate. The white-tinted selenite crystals took over the cave around 500,000 to 900,000 years ago. Number 2. Eternal Flame Falls, USA. The mysterious flame beneath the waterfall. A flame continues to light in a small cave at the waterfall base in the Shale Creek Reserve. As the flame never goes off, it is known as Eternal Flame Falls. To occur this phenomenon, the temperature of the rock must be around 100 degrees Celsius, so that the carbon molecules break down and give off natural gas and result in a burning flame. Natural eternal flames occur when gas seeps through the soil and bacteria eat the methane, then the gas gets converted into carbon dioxide. However, at Eternal Flame Falls, the gas is not converted into carbon dioxide, it is contained and leads to an eternal flame. Number 1. Magnetic Hill, India. A place that defies gravity. Located at a distance of 30 kilometers from Leh on the Leh-Kargil Highway, there is a small stretch of road which defies gravity. Magnetic Hill pulls stationary vehicles upwards. There are many theories and beliefs backed by strong reasoning. As per the villagers, a road once existed that led people to heaven. As per the scientists, there is a strong magnetic force emanating from the hill that pulls vehicles in the range. Another widely accepted theory states that it is just an optical illusion which makes the road downslope look like an upslope. Basically, when it seems like the vehicle is going uphill, it is actually going downhill.